This is a game of pure imagination. Everyone's above the age. Don't get any nasty ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Everlasting Summer, I think that says. Anyways, it's been a while since I felt the touch of a woman. No, it's good. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's been a while since we played the game. So, again, I want to at least finish this round. I know I promised I'll do Sylvia's bad and Lena's bad and stuff like that, but it's been a while. I kind of fell behind. Let's at least finish this game up. And this should be the long game here. The long day, rather. 2, 3, and that is right. Because day 6, essentially from here on out, I think there's a couple choices left, but this should be the end. Should be, I think there's 7 days total. And then we have kind of the prologue afterwards. So my voice will be dead by the end of this. So let's have fun with it, shall we? I didn't sleep well. Oh yeah, to recap, we got caught sleeping in the same bed at the nurse's office with Sylvia. Merely we were fully clothed, but again, we were 2 teenagers in the bed together, so you could only assume the worst. I kept waking for a minute or two, then dropping off again. I didn't dream much, just some grotesque images forgotten by morning. Olga woke me up. In an exciting, playful kind of... Or did she hit you in the head? Wake up already. I rubbed my eyes open and looked at her questioningly. What is it? Late enough. My whole body ached, and my mind was heavy like a bowling ball. Sorry, I didn't mean clicking on your boobs there. Again, the only adult in this game. I mean, they're all 18. Pull yourself together and go wash yourself up right now. I want to watch. I stood up immediately, took my toiletry bag, and went outside. I didn't want to talk to the camp leader at this moment. A lecture is clearly coming. A hard one. Like something else that's hard and coming soon. Hey, let's move on. I just felt that one hurt. I mean, I just felt my pride go down a little bit. But I better put it off as much as again, that's you want to put off. Don't say it. You want to last long? Anyways, after all, I always did things this way. Trying not to fall asleep on my feet, I somehow managed to make it to the wash bins. Again, that we found out that there's a bathhouse, but whatever. The cold water knocked some sense into me. Maybe I should pay Sylvia a visit. I still have some time left. Just tell her. Gomenasai. On the other hand, why should I justify myself? It was her idea. And what was wrong? What did I do wrong? You could have done many more things right. Besides, once aging getting myself. I can read. Bring the whiskey. You read, I drink. I took a deep breath and went back to Olga's cabin with the firm intention of proving myself innocent, or at least showing that I will stand my ground. She wasn't dressing again? Damn it. But the room was empty. Damn it. I sat on the bed and dropped my face into my hands. I need to come up with an excuse. Now, a nice and believable excuse. She won't believe the truth. Well, that's not surprising. If I was her, I wouldn't believe me either. Nothing worthwhile was coming to me. I was just sitting there gazing at the sunset, dreaming about naked women. The door swang silently open and a camp leader came into the room. Olga, I still like to explain to you that... No need. I looked at her surprised. I understand everything. You guys were bumping uglies. It's fine, just wear protection. So you do understand it wasn't what it looked like? Why, it looked exactly like what it was. I don't want I don't want to condemn either you or Sylvia. I understand everything, puberty, hormones, and all that kind of stuff. I'm feeling a little bit myself, and I would like some appreciation. I sighed, tried to lay my head down on my hands. What do I need to say to make you believe me? Blow me. What? You know, from South Park. Not South Park, America, World Police, yeah. Nothing. I said it already. I understand everything. Bow chicka wow wow. Porking nasties. Yes, I understand what you kids call it these days, alright? Throwing shade. No, that's not right, Sylvia. Anyways. You don't understand a thing, I muttered underneath my breath. Alright, head to the lineup, you horny bastard. I stood up and dragged myself lazily along with her. Chipper music followed us as we marched. Mo went down to the lineup. But at least I pay her a visit. Of course not. The camp leader looked at me with such surprise as if my question was something completely inappropriate. I've already warned the nurse not to let you in. Well, am I allowed to know how she is at least? Well, it looks like Sylvia's actually sick. Funny! You know, we were kind of saying that initially. Hey, Gendo. I didn't manage to ask how serious it was as we reached the square already. Go ahead and take your place. Oh, go ahead, take your place. I took my place next to Electronic. So, what happened yesterday? I saw boobies. That's all that needs to be said. High five, let's move on. That's the pinnacle of children our age at this point. Well, at least in this time zone. In the 60s, they'd be having sex already. He whispered to me. What are you talking about? Well, he suddenly disappeared. Well, nothing special. Telling the truth, telling everything to the entire camp was the last thing I wanted. After all, even if the camp leader got us wrong, I didn't want the others to think the same. Though I've already started to think that it's nothing entirely wrong. The entire live consisted of a roll call and announcement that the shower rooms are closed today for repair. Finally, the pioneers ran for breakfast, chatting happily. I miserably followed them. Frankly speaking, I don't give a damn. I wasn't in the mood for eating at all. No, not gonna say what I would like to eat. After hanging, I swear this game brings out the worst in me. After hanging around near the canteen doors for a while, I turned around and headed away. I didn't know how it turned out this way, but eventually the infirmary appeared in front of me. Looks like my autopilot just kicked in. I stared at the door, at a total loss. They won't let me in anyways. What can I do now? Bribe the nurse with sex? I'm just saying, she seems like the type that might go for it. Three-way. Sylvia and the nurse? Huh? Just saying. Should I wait for Olga's sentence, even if it ever comes? Should I wait until everybody in the camp knows? And that's even worse. Why? Again, step back. You were from the future. This is some kind of weird reality. You've forgotten that and gotten caught up in it. Again, go streaking. See how that turns out for you. Wicked glances from everywhere. The alien nation. The high fives from all the guys in town. This is what will happen for sure. No, I haven't done anything wrong. But in this enclosed circle of bizarre society, such behavior would be treated, if not as a sin, then as a serious deviation for sure. And that means that I've already got nothing to lose. I knocked without hesitation. Just a moment. I pulled on the doorknob and it wouldn't open. It's locked. In a few moments, I heard the key. The nurse appeared. Good morning, Pioneer. Hey, I answered confidently. Well, you know you're not allowed here. There's other things I'm not allowed to do, too, sexy woman. Anyways, well, I do. But if you'd Nah, that's not how things work here, she said playfully. Again, just saying she might. A camp leader's order is an order after all. By the way, you're probably older than her. I'm pretty sure she's just a teen. I don't know. I don't know the age of people in this camp. If you ask me, personally, I don't find anything immoral in your behavior. But Olga, of course you don't. You've been trying to dunk everyone on campus. Maybe I can do something. Again, she might let you. No, you can't. I looked at her angrily, turned around, and walked away with theatrical slowness. Theatrical acting. I didn't know what else to do. I pressed on forward, punching the trees that stood in my way. Timber! They all fell down. I destroyed this forest. Ellipses enjoyed and raveled in my deforestation. I recovered from my burst of rage only when my hands were hurting so badly and my lips were bitten until they bled. And the most interesting thing is that all my unbelievable awakening in an unknown pioneer camp has turned into the most trivial life drama. Seriously, teenagers. A drama as stupid as my entire existence. Yet again, I did something wrong. I thought something wrong, and they all got it wrong. Fine. Just let everything be. Good whiskey. I sighed in relief and took a place in the furthest corner, hoping that no one would see me. Somehow stuffing my breakfast in, I was about to leave when Miku dashed up to my table. Hi, how you doing? I don't know. Again, I start to fast speak without actually reading what she says. Good morning, Simon. I kind of slept overnight today. Can I sit next to you? She sat down straight away without answering. Well, I'm kind of leaving already. Is it true that you and Sylvia are, like that? You know what I'm talking about? Bow chicka wow wow? She stared at me closely, blinking her eyes. Who told you that? Well, one would expect rumors to spread fast, but not that fast. I started to slowly go into rage mode. I heard it from Zoe. Zoe! That bitch! Again, the librarians are always so talkative, and she probably heard it from Cheesefach. Oh, Alice. And he heard from Olga. I didn't want... Wait a minute. No, Oh, Electronic? So Electronic heard it from Olga? Are Olga and Electronic sleeping together? I didn't want to be a misunderstanding me, but it's not my business if you don't want to talk about it. I mean, I just want to know, everyone's talking about it. This picture of you two banging nasty, so I just want to know if it's true or if it was photoshopped. You're right. I don't want to answer. I stood up quickly and headed towards the exit. It was a hot day. Summer in the city. Back of my neck getting dark and gritty. Oh boy, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be, something in the city. I forget the lyrics. The song wasn't written yet. Or was it? That was the 70s. Damn it! My logic's same with. Amplified my anger since I didn't like the heat. Right now, though, anything could drive me out of my wits. Cue Alice. But I had to make my mind how to conduct myself. I didn't want to run into anyone, so I went into the forest where I could think calmly. Having stopped in the glade, I sat on a stump, took a stick, and started to pick at the ground with it. If there is nothing that's up to me, all I can do is simply wait. But, in fact, what can I do? Assault the infirmary, launch a full attack, burn it to the ground, rescue her from it, and memorialize a hero. Anyways, even if I succeed, what comes next? Try to bring Olga to her senses? You could kidnap her. Hardly possible. Funnily enough, the whole enigma turned into a simple everyday situation. Yeah. If it was happening in my world, there'd be no problems at all. Come on, really, what's the problem? Even if I did sleep with the girl, who cares? Well, everyone wants to know the deets, man. Even if I was actually 17. Even then, nothing terrible would happen anyways. It'd be slightly awkward, but tolerable. And now that what? Am I not the master of my fate? Although, was I ever? Is there anything at all that was up to me in my entire fucking life? Have I ever reached any peak that I was seeking? And now, once I've reached it, I can't hold my ground. I meant to say ground. Grounds. Large lumps of grounds. Maybe I was just a spectator from the very beginning. This meta talking about me behind the screen? My mystical appearance in this camp, all the local residents and the events that happened to me. All that is just a weird game and I'm only the pawn. Should I look behind me to see if there's another person choosing options for me? You're making the wrong choices! Apparently I'm in one of my bad ends. Well, if that is so, I will still play out my role to my best ability. I got up and headed to camp prepared to take no prisoners, but to take pioneers. Ha ha ha! Anyways, the plan wasn't completely finished in my head, but I've made up my mind already. Excuse me. There was no one at the camp leader's cabin. I rummaged through the cabin and packed up a sleeping bag, my winter clothes, a flashlight, and some other garment I found. It was a bra. I wanted to try it on. Hi, Alice. I came out and immediately ran straight into Alice. You going for a hike? Yeah, for a hike. I reassured her. Well, take care. I had sex with you in another life. She gave me a sly smile and went on her way. I hesitated my steps to form and eventually she'll go to lunch. Excuse me. I hid in the bushes with my pants below my ankle. Was waiting. Ellipses handed me the lotion. Ha! Time flew by fast. As a matter of fact, it was a fade to black. My thoughts had settled and I had a firm decision. You would just go kidnap her? And why is my phone still on? Anyways, I hadn't thought my plan out beyond the first steps. I simply didn't care. The most important thing is that I act the way I think is appropriate, and whatever happens next, let it happen. Hi. Again, she's just missing the eyeglasses in her mouth type thing. You know, sexy thing they do. You know, the sexy thing they do with the glasses and the mouth and the watch has it and the humans. At least the nurse came out of the infirmary. She looked around, noticing no danger, locked the infirmary with a key, and quickly went towards the door. I hit her over the head, took the key, and ran out. As she went around the corner, I got to the window with a few bounds and started hysterically knocking on it, which sounded like a calm knock in the sound effect, but let's not dwell on it. Why are you dressed? Aren't you sick? Sylvia's shown up soon. Ugh, Simone! What are you doing here? You're not allowed to. How are you feeling? I'm fine, you bastard. Now get out of here before I get you sick. But Olga told me to stay here for another day. She told me something completely different. Okay, get out, I said with confidence. What are you talking about? What for? She asked fearfully. Get out now, I'll explain everything in the car. Let's do it! She looked at me closely. I helped her jump down to the ground. Okay, what's next, you genius? Let's go. I grabbed her hand and made my way to the forest. Brilliant. It's not like they're gonna look in the forest first. Sylvia, well, where else? I mean, you don't know where to run away to. Well, he's not thinking. Let's just bang behind these roots and they'll catch us. Sylvia stopped a few minutes later. Simone, just what are you doing? What's wrong? Do you think that everything was right the way it was? No, I don't. but it will eventually even get worse this way. Why? We have a right to act the way. Yeah, adults can't tell us what to do. Screw them. We're almost old enough to vote for Reagan? Who ran against Reagan? And this is in the Soviet, so you don't vote for Gorbachev? Question mark? The guy with the wine stain on his forehead? Yeah. Anyways, okay. But what will happen next? I hadn't thought about that yet. Every step in my plan had gone quite well until now, but I wasn't keen on thinking every one step ahead. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. I opened the bag and showed her the things I took from the camp leader's cabin. And Siri looked at me inquiringly. Okay, I don't know. We'll stay in the forest for a while. We'll live off the berries. I'll take a job over there with the squirrels. It'll work out. Show them that our opinion matters. Oh, you are a teenager. Weren't you in your 20s, 30s back before you came back here? Now you're acting like a true 17-year-old. But that's stupid and childish. Well, if you don't want to. She gave me a lamentable look. I'll do as you say. Those words gave me the creeps. As you say? No one ever says anything like that to me. In any case, I think it's the best decision for now. All right. I mean, is that a fear of look or... I laid the sleeping bag on the ground and we sat on it. So, what are we going to do? I don't know. I never been so close to utter failure. You lived in a part... That's good. Yeah, what about your past life? Excuse me. Heart attack. It would be nice to have something to eat, you bastard. Didn't you think about that, you gobstite? Have you brought anything with you, fecker? And that was exactly what I've forgotten. No, I haven't. I'll cut off my leg. We can eat it together. That's fine. You idiot. You feckin' idiot. We kept sitting in silence. I wondered if they would look for us. Though even if they do, they are unlikely to succeed. The force is big enough. Not that big, but food. By the evening, I'll get hungry too. Okay, stay here. I'll be right back. Where are you going? To buy some food. Or to get some food. Maybe we should go together. No, I'll be right back. I'm the man. I'll do it. Chauvinistic bastard.